All right, so we got the compost started, and I came over here and I weeded this half of the bed. I did that half first, and you saw the video. If you didn't, you can go back to the video where I amended the soil there with the coffee grounds, and then I just covered it up so that I wouldn't have any problems with any weeds growing in there. Let that coffee grounds get nice and settled into that soil. And now I'm doing this side. So here's my bag of coffee grounds, and I'm just going to work them into this soil here. Then I'm going to add compost on top of the soil, and then I'm going to cover it with that blue tarp and then let it sit while I plant on that side. So I'll be back. I did get this bed covered, and now we are planting over here. I know it's kind of late in the game, but I started late this year, and then my plants got destroyed, and so this is where I'm at. We've been still having some cool nights lately, so I am gonna take my chances, and I am planting lettuce. I grow lettuce in a high density method, which means I plant them very closely together. I don't grow lettuce for the heads. I grow the lettuce for the leaves, and I cut it, and it just continues to grow, and then I cut more, and it just continues to grow. So I have the Bib Butterhead lettuce, and those are the ones you can barely see. They're the dark ones. The light ones. These light ones is the red. Those are the red lettuce. And that's the ruby red leaf lettuce. I get my seeds from M.I. Gardner. If you want to order seeds from M.I. Gardner, let me know. I can give you a code for 10% off. Like I said, I grow these in a high density method, so that's why the seeds are so close together and there's so many of them. I have 4 rows. I have 2 rows of the Bib Butter Crunch, and I have 2 rows of the red leaf. So basically what I did was I made a little trench, if you want to call it, with this stick. Just kind of drew a line in the dirt, put my seeds in there, and lettuce is very shallow rooted, so it doesn't need, it doesn't need to be deep. Basically, all you really have to do with lettuce is put the seed down and gently cover it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this stick, and I'm just going to cover it like this. We've been getting quite a bit of rain these last few days, so the ground is still moist, and will get watered in. So that's it. That's all for the lettuce. Just gently covering it up. Get this weed out of there. I'm going to mark these now. Make sure I know where I planted. And that's it. That's all for lettuce. All right. Well, this side of the bed is done. I got the lettuces there, and I got these kale put in. These are transplants. That means I got them from the nursery. They were started in cells, and then I transplanted them into the ground. The next time I do transplants, I will take you along and show you the process. I just really wanted to get this bed done and mulched. See, I got all the mulch down, And that just keeps weeds out, that keeps moisture in. It is very beneficial for your garden. You definitely want to mulch. So that's all I'm going to do for today. I am a little bit tired. I have 2, 4, 6, 8 kale plants. My husband loves kale, so last year I didn't do enough. This year I'm going big. And I've got 4 rows of lettuce, and then I also have 2 rows of turnip that I am going to grow just for the greens. And that's these here. So that's where these 2 rocks are at. That's my 2 rows of turnip. Those will be turnip greens. And then these other 4 rows are lettuce. And then I've got these 8 kale. When I come back out, I will do that side, and I'll put in the collard greens and a few other things. I have to get to that side over there and weed that out. And that side that's going to be where my peppers and tomatoes and those fun sun-loving plants, those are going to go on that side. Last year I did it the other way around. I had the greens and lettuces on that side, and I had all the sun plants on, full sun plants on this side. And what I realized was when the sun comes up, this end here gets more shade, and the sun hits that side first. So that side gets more sun than this side. Not much, but it's, when you got greens and lettuces growing, you want to try to keep them out of the sun as much as possible. So I figured coming down here in this corner, I'd be able to use this fence to make like a shade covering if I had to. These strawberries are looking so healthy. They are just looking real beautiful. Flowers are blooming. Very nice. Very nice looking. So that's all I'm doing for today. Got the compost started. Got this bed done. Got that bed amended. So I feel like I did a lot today. Until next time, happy 2018 growing season. Thanks for joining me.